Working this time? Okay. Thank goodness. Thank God it's working. See if we can get somebody on here. This webcam sucks balls, though. Bad lighting. Oh, who's here, Matt? One joined, one left. Perfect. Waiting for questions. What you got for me? Here, let's change this around. Be better. One thumbs up. That must be from Matt. Waiting for the questions. What you got? Sitting here drinking my coffee. That's pretty good. Trying to get this done before. Oh, there we go. Elite Climate Solutions LLC from Detroit. How you doing over there in Detroit? How's the weather over there? Hot and humid? Smoky over here. Chilly today, more like fall. Yeah, it was supposed to get real hot here today, but it was smoky, so it kept the temp down. but it's not comfortable. You can if you look behind me here, those aren't clouds. That most of that's smoke. You can't see the surrounding hills very well. Got up to about 90 today, but it was supposed to be warmer than that, but the smoke kept the temp down. It's a question and answer session. So if anybody's got any questions questions that need answered, or questions for, I'll give you guys questions to answer for me. Started putting winter stock. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I got this new service body back here. If you watched my videos from last couple days, I got it all stocked up. I got all my parts on there. I didn't show you guys everything, but there's all the stuff I'll need for this winter time. For me, it's igniters basically. They go out. I mean, that's planned on purpose for those things to go out. It's kind of like contactors in the summer season. I love the truck too. I'm excited because I had a open bed pickup with a rack on it previous before the last one I had, and it had an open bed, but it had a canopy on it. And I was restricted because the deck wasn't that high. This one's actually a lot higher, this one, so I can get any equipment that I'll ever install in it. And then I keep all my parts on the outside, which is awesome, so I can keep the inside clear, except for my 6 foot ladder. I'll probably just throw it on top of the equipment or something. I don't want to be putting it up here because it's kind of a pain in the ass. I like those uh, roof racks where they come down the side, but uh, I still have to put a strap on it. You can see on this ladder right there, I got that Panduit strap on it, and just because you can put your ladders up without putting any straps on them, but they'll just rattle. It'll drive you crazy. So you still got to put a strap on. So I don't want to be doing that every time I use my 6 footer because I use it daily. So I'll keep my 6 footer and my 2 footer in the back. Anybody putting any Baileys in their coffee tonight? So you have your first install. Yeah. Uh, on Tuesday, we're not. So we got the Seahawks game. We're in Oregon. We're Pacific Northwest, so we're big Seahawks fans. Uh, so we're not going to be working on Monday because I don't think we'll be in shape to. So we're going to work. We're going to work on Tuesday. It's an out of town job. We got to drive about an hour and it's about an hour and a half out to a little town called Fossil, Oregon. And it's called Fossil, Oregon because there's lots of dinosaur fossils out there. There's actually the fossil beds out there, so it's pretty cool. And to do a heat pump, it's going to be I think it's a manufactured home. The pictures the guy sent me look like a manufactured home, uh, but I'm not sure. It's a manufactured home setup where it's got an open return with the filter on top, and then a grill in the side of this closet. So I already know what I'll need, so I can make sure we don't forget anything. Should be a pretty easy job. Most of it done in a day, but we're not going to hurry. We got to be able to watch the presidential debate on Tuesday night, so we got to make sure we get done in time. That should be fun. I'm waiting for Ted Cook. Where's he at? I want Ted Cook. I want Mikey Pipes. I want Steve Lav, and I want John Phillips all here at once. Come on, guys, let's do this. I'll be the moderator. I'll be the mediator. I'll be like I'll be like CNN or Fox during the presidential debate. Although that'd probably be rougher than the actual debate. Waiting for the first question. Haven't got any yet. I don't know if I'll be able to answer it, but I'll try. Like I said, there's guys on here that say that I think I know everything, but I don't. I don't know a lot. I know enough to be successful. But what elite? What's your first name? Elite Climate, so I can call you by your name. I want to talk to you more about my install. So I install the Bosch equipment, and which is a lot of fun for me. I actually really like it. A lot of guys don't like them. They are a Chinese knockoff, and I get it, but everything pretty much is these days, right? So still waiting for that first question. Nice to meet you, Marvin from Detroit. So about shoot, how old was I when we were there? Probably about 27, 28 years ago, Marvin. I was working out of town for an HVAC company in Saginaw. We went there. We did a lot of retirement homes for a big corporation that did, national. I think they were multinational. So we spent a winter in Saginaw, and I did not like it. That's actually where I got frostbitten, and now I got frostbite on this hand that never really went away because I was tough. I was 19 years old. I thought I was tough, but I didn't like it there that much. There were some pretty awful people there too, from what I remember. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. We actually flew into Detroit and bought a used van at the dealership. That was what the boss told us to do, so we'd have a van to work out of. Any women? Oh, you guys are funny. Uh, Only if I go get my wife, but I don't think she's interested in HVAC stuff. If you want to talk about medical billing, then she'd be your person. Is there a chance? Oh, there's Matt. There's there a chance of Adams tonight? Okay. Thunderstorms. Uh, South of us there is. I haven't looked at the radar in about been on here about 12 minutes, so I don't know. So no women, laugh out loud, just kidding. Well, I think at my age and Matt, so my brother's on here. If you see down there, see Matthew Seaton, that's my brother. Uh, we've had enough of them. I can't see your profile pic. What is it? It just shows a little avatar. We had enough women. We like our wives. We like our families. So I put some Baileys in my coffee. I know. I can't see. I can't see your avatar, Matt. I have no idea. We don't get thunderstorms anything like what Marvin gets over there in Detroit. They get a lot more humid there than we do in the Midwest. I still haven't got an HVAC question. I need one. I want an HVAC question. I don't want a question about thunderstorms. We know what happens with those. Sorry, guys. I'm just filling up my coffee and Bailey's here. Still waiting for Ted Cook, Mikey Pipes. The guys that get more views than I do, of course. Why did you start a business? Because I'm a horrible employee. I don't know what else to tell you about that. I'm just a horrible employee. I don't like to take orders, and I think that's where most business owners start. How do you get used to crawl spaces with dead rats and smelly vaginal? I told my brother not to come on here and start anything, but he's going to say dumb stuff. Matt, knock it off. The best way to get used to crawl spaces is to just put your head down and do it and don't worry about what else is down there. Focus on the project at hand. That's what I do. Almost 30 years in, and I'll still go down there without thinking about it. Don't even think about it. Black widows, rats, dead birds. Actually, the worst smell I ever had in a crawl space was a dead bird. I went up to the house. I went up to the house and I grabbed some of their laundry detergent in a box and I doused it with the laundry detergent and then threw the box over the top. It's the only way I could get through that job. It smelled so bad. That bird must have died the night before. It was horrible. But I mean, rats and mice, we're bigger than they are. We're bigger than anything that's going to be down there, unless you run into like a big Saint Bernard or something that got in the crawl, which happened to me one time. Scared the hell out of me. I'd have to dig up the guy that was working with me over in Portland, but he remembers it. It was kind of cute, actually. Real HVAC questions. So I'll elaborate on Marcus's question. So, I'm not a good employee because most of the time these guys open up an HVAC business and they think they know more than you, which a lot of the time they know more about the business, but they don't know as much about actually doing the work in HVAC. And I don't know, they don't know how to schedule stuff properly, and they don't know how to prioritize your time as the installer or service tech or whatever your capacity is in the company. And it just gets old after a while. So that's the main thing is, quality of life. Really, I have a better quality of life as a HVAC business owner as opposed to an HVAC employee. Of course, my brother asks, what do you do about those smells, though? What do you talking about when you're down there in the crawl? I don't know. I know your diet, so it's probably stinks a lot down there. What about opossums? Well, you don't want to trap a possum in a corner, that's for sure. We know that. So my first live stream, I got 6 viewers tops. Now I'm up to 5. So let's see if we can at least beat the first one and see if we can get this going. So roll around, nice hot tub of warm. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's going to tell you what's up, Matt. No, but I want to address something here since I got at least 5 people watching. I got almost 800 subscribers now, so there should be more people here. But this was kind of an impromptu thing. I had it originally scheduled for 5, and then I had to move it because the family and everything had to get dinner going. But anyway, so what was I getting at with that? Oh, so I want to address. So I was getting a certain amount of views and everything. Subscribers were going up about 20 a day, and then I'm pretty sure YouTube shadow banned me because all of a sudden everything just went boop. And I think it's probably because I was spamming my shorts, but I wasn't repeating that much stuff unless you guys have seen that. I want to answer your question in a second, Marcus. Yeah, I've been homeless numerous times. I've been home. I lived in a work truck for weeks on end. I lived in a hotel for a long time, sleeping on my sister's couch. It was my own decisions. Probably drinking too much, not taking care of my responsibilities, wanting to party. Um, and we all have our demons. So that's the gist of it. I'm not going to get into it too much on this session, but yeah, that's what happened there. Maybe at some point we get into it a little more deeper, but not tonight. Matt, quit asking dumb questions you already know the answer to. You live 5 minutes from me. I want HVAC questions. I want, and it can be, well, I told you, I was joking. I do relationship advice too. So, hey, whatever, because I made every mistake imaginable. So happy to help with that. HVAC guys have a lot of issues with relationships and personal stuff because the pain we're in a lot. If you've been in this trade over 10 years, you're in pain constantly. So we make bad decisions to cope with that pain. And that's the damn truth. Do you follow Next Star training, especially for sales? I don't even know what that is. The only training I've done is because somebody I worked for made me go do it. Everything else is a school of hard knocks. I have no idea what next star training is. I don't believe in any of that sales training. I believe in being honest with people. Being honest with people is the best way to sell. If you're using anything that you get from some sales seminar, it's going to work on some, but you're going to piss off a lot of people. And I don't want to piss anybody off because they tell 100 people. The people that you're good to don't tell nearly as many as the people you're bad to. Best thing to do is find yourself a small circle of customers and lean on them. Lean on your good customers. Don't waste your time on the bad ones. I've leaned on the bad ones before and I fell over. You sell mostly fully variable or two-stage equipment. Well, I mean, it's not about what you sell. It's not about the product at all. It's about selling your company. It's about selling, uh, it's about selling brand X is what it's about. It's not about selling whatever. Now, variable two-stage equipment has its benefits to a certain clientele that cares about comfort, but it's not about savings or anything. All right, man. All right, Marvin. Thanks for watching, brother. Please support the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel. Hopefully they quit shadow banning me because I know it happened. Oh Jesus, here we go. So I got 6 people on here. One's my brother and one's my wife. That's awesome. How do I keep her happy? Get off of here. That'll keep me happy. I've only sold a couple single stage equipment. Well, single stage has its place, especially for PSC motors. A lot more reliable than those ECM motors. I'm tired of that stuff failing. It gets expensive when it does. To answer my wife's question, how to keep her happy, just agree with everything she says there. Matt asks, "What is shadow banning?" Uh, it's basically it's getting banned. It's a social media site not promoting your content without telling you. Is what it is. That's it. It's at its base. It's a social media site, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, uh, TikTok, which I would never do. Not promoting you anymore for a certain reason. I'm pretty sure mine happened because I was spamming some shorts. I was doing shorts that had been posted before, and I was just doing it just to get views, to get promote the channel. Didn't work, did it? But that's fine. They'll stop it. It's supposed to only last 48 hours. It's been about 3 or 4 days now. So maybe my content just sucks. Whatever. I don't care. This is for fun. Coffee. That's the only coffee in there, guys. I have a couple. How do I, Matt? All right, I'm about to book. I'm about to kick you off of here. How do I get rid of him? Don't ask dumb questions like that on here. What's in your coffee cup? I'm just waiting for the real HVAC people to get on here. I'm sure Ted Cook will, Mikey Pipes, Steve Lav, John Phillips, AB HVAC, WW. They'll get on here eventually. Hey, I'm up to 6 now. So I've only seen about four names. Sorry, there's a beetle down there. What does HVAC stand for? You know what it stands for. You guys are funny. My wife's about 30 feet away from me over there, and she's posted on here. She's gonna know what. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I was gonna say she's gonna know what BDSM stands for if she didn't knock it off. Maybe Teresa should shadow ban you. Whatever. Here, let's turn this a little bit so we can see the sign better. That's better for promotion, right? There we go. So if you guys want, hold on, wrong hand. If you guys want the best HVAC services in Central Oregon, that's where you go. 541-300-4435. Don't shadow ban me. I'm still haven't got any real HVAC questions other than Marcus. Come on, Marcus. And if I didn't answer your question about if I didn't answer your question about why I started an HVAC business, let me know. You can elaborate on that. I want the best services you provide. You might be disappointed. I don't know. So did you guys all see how I set that truck up? I like how you guys got on here. Jesus. Pretty funny. What other HVAC guys we got on here? I'm waiting for you. This is an HVAC question and answer session, not a family get together. I bring the most money on service calls, make a lot of sales. I always think about opening up my own business. If you could talk about your progress. Let's see. Matt, you'll get answered here in a second. So whenever I get service calls, I kind of don't care about them that much. And actually I have a bunch I need to bill out. It just kind of it's not my calling. And I'm not going to make nearly as much money on service calls as I make on my installs. There's just no way. Marking up equipment, labor, and everything else. It's not nearly as lucrative. If I could do an install every day as opposed to service calls, I'd make 10 times more money. So I don't know. It just doesn't intrigue me, and I don't like the aspect of a customer thinking that you're trying to screw them either. An install, it's a job where you went in and sold them something, and they already know the price. They know what you're going to do for them. Sometimes on that second 50%, they try to hold out on you. But if you do the job thoroughly and don't leave any loose ends, you're going to get that, and you're going to get paid, and then you move on to the next one. And then referrals are really good in install, much better than it is in service, because service is all about, well, what do you charge per hour? I give people my my hourly rate for a trip and diagnostic all the time, and they go, okay, well, I'm gonna keep looking. I'm like, well, do you want me or do you want someone else? It doesn't matter, you know. Maybe they're gonna come out and try to sell you something you don't need. So anyway, that's my thoughts on service. I think there's a lot of shoppers on service too, as it pertains to install. And then Matt asked, "What is your favorite thermostat?" Uh, Used to be the Vision Pro 8000, but it's not anymore. If you watched my shorts and my videos, my favorite one now. Well, I'm going to try to do the Bosch thermostat because all I'm doing for installs is Bosch, and it's universal on any type of equipment. So I will do it on anything now. So if I end up going and replacing a thermostat, I'll just get that one. They're not that expensive. I'll give them a try. That's all you can do. So how do you handle price objection on sales? Uh, I don't say anything. I don't do price objections. You want me or you don't want me. I don't give discounts. I don't give rebates. I don't do sales. I'm out there to help you with an installation, with a problem that you have, to give you a solution. Right? You have a problem. I'm here for a solution. If you don't like what that costs for me to do it, then I'll move on to the next person because the next person's probably not going to balk. And that's because I'm mostly referral based. So if you don't like my price, I'm sorry. If they object to it, then I go, okay, well, here's my card. I'll see you later. That's how I do it. I do it every time. Can you do $100 cheaper? Nope. Nope. I can't do it $100 cheaper. What do you want me to take off the job? What do you want me to remove from the job? Then I'll do the job for you. But my cost is what it is. If you don't like it, then I'll just move on to the next person. There's plenty of jobs out there. I just heard some thunder. We're getting something. Uh, Matt, you know how often you should, and you know what a good filter is. Don't ask questions you already know. Anybody watching college football today? What's your team? Ducks are on in 40 minutes against Boise State. What if it's smoky? Then the smoke, don't quit opening your front door. Still waiting for some good HVAC questions. I got 6 people here and I'm only getting messages from 2. So got to be somebody that's got a question. I may have an answer. I may not. Game's not on TV. It's on, I think it's on Fubo. I can watch it. Still waiting for Ted Cook. He's usually on by now. Give me your password. I can't. No, because I'll be watching it. Hey, Marcus, was that a good answer to your question, though? I mean, does that make sense to you? We should not be a race to the bottom. Okay. If somebody wants to give me a price objection, then I'm not their guy. And that's the bottom line. I'm not your guy if you care about price. I absolutely am not your guy. It looks like this is dying off. So if I do one of these streams and I'm giving something away, I bet a bunch of people will come on, right? But they don't want to just do some HVAC shop talk. Where you at? Come on, YouTube. Quit the shadow banning. Let's talk. So I know for a fact I made a short last night about them shadow banning, and guess what happened? It disappeared. Do you guys like censorship like that? I don't like it. I hate it. Everybody should be able to do whatever the heck they want. If you don't like it, you can just turn it off. But they don't want they do not want that stuff being seen because it makes them look bad. It's still there for me. I saw a still waiting for questions. No, I did two of them. The other one got banned. That one's a little more reasonable. Annabelle, you can't come out here. I still got 4 people watching. I was only gonna do 20 minutes, but we'll do it as long as until people are not watching. Okay, you can do that. Come on, guys, thumbs up, like, share, comment. This is all good for the channel. I got lots of stuff coming up. I got lots of installation stuff, ride along stuff. I know it's been kind of lame the last couple of weeks, but I got all kinds of stuff coming up, and I'm going to keep the videos coming. Matt's going to be with me. So I went from 1 like down to, or 2 likes to down to 1 like. How does that happen? Somebody took one away. Oh, no, it's back now. It's weird stuff. Well, I'm waiting for some questions, guys. I got all kinds of knowledge here, 30 years worth. Pick my brain. If you need to know anything, Marcus, Marvin's gone. No one else is showing their face. I know Matt's here. Probably end this at 40 minutes. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds if I don't get any questions. How do you like to run ductwork? Is that? You're gonna have to elaborate more, Marcus. How do you like to run ductwork? That's too broad of a question. I don't like flex duct, although I've used it in some of the jobs just because that's all the people will pay for. I prefer all metal duct because I like to do stuff that's going to last forever, or at least 50 years. I don't like planned obsolescence. Matt, I said HVAC questions. You keep asking questions that aren't HVAC. We can do it on my other channel, my personal channel, if you want to do personal stuff. Let me elaborate though, Marcus. So I need you to kind of elaborate on it more than that, as far as how you like to see ductwork ran. I mean that's a huge question. It takes more than those 8 words you did or whatever that is. Hey, I said I do relationship advice too, guys. So if you got those questions, I can answer it to the best of my abilities. Matt wants, how do I stop my 17-month-old from being naughty? That's a question that can't be answered. So no, elaborate on that, Marcus, though. Honestly, that's too big of a question. Get a little more descriptive and I can give you an answer. She's Kelsey's waving at me. Okay. Hi, Kelsey. Kelsey, hello. I'll see you tomorrow for the Seahawks game. Hopefully she's got a little outfit. HVAC questions, guys. Come on. Lay them on me. I'll see if I can answer them. Give me some complex ones. I want everything you got. I'm going to stay here longer because the Ducks game doesn't start till 7. I got a half an hour. I'll do it. I'm a trooper. Give me some HVAC questions. I'll answer them. 30 years of experience if you want to hear it. I know a lot. There's a lot I don't know. Do you like employees or I can't see that because there's some stupid heart in the way. I want HVAC questions. Come on. Employee solo? Of course I do. I can't stand to work with anybody and they can't stand to work with me. What do you want? Yep, I'm pouring my Bailey's in my coffee right now. I made it work. I'm not wanting for anything, so somehow I made it work. Come on, guys. HVAC questions. Let's go. I got about another 20 minutes, and I can do it. I'm a trooper. So Ted Cook, who's got a pretty successful HVAC channel on YouTube, was on here the other day, and he was talking about how he made it easy because the first few lives he did, he was doing tool giveaways, and I'll get to that, but it makes it easy on you because people are going to want to get on there because they want stuff for free. How do you size ductwork? I can't see because that stupid heart's in the way. I'm assuming, how do you size duct for a 3-ton? Well, I've showed that to you in my videos, right? I've done full manual D videos based, you got to do your heat loss first. And that's, people don't fully comprehend stuff until they've actually done it physically. So my videos are only to give you the baselines. You got to do it yourself. But how do I size for a 3-ton? I do a heat loss gain analysis. I convert that to BTUs, and then I convert each room to BTUs. You got to do a room by room load calc, and then you need to convert that to CFMs per room, and you got to make sure that you're delivering those CFMs to each room. There's no other way to do it, and you can do it with a garbage bag, like I showed you. I don't need a flow hood. I can do it with a garbage bag. I've done it, and I balanced out homes with a trash bag. Name somebody else that's done that. If you were standing right next to me right now, Marcus, I could show you how to balance out a home with a hefty trash bag. And it works. It really does. But you have to know what the loads are and what CFM each room needs first in order to cover that load. Love Texas too much. Well, I don't blame you, but I've driven through Texas a couple times. Not impressed with a lot of it though. The politics I like, but I'm not impressed with a lot of it though. A lot of it's just desolate and nothing there. But I agree with you as far as the people and everything else. So, and the cities. What do you think of York ACs? York, Coleman, Luxair. Just another brand. So we got Matt and Marcus talking. We got 4 people on here. Who are the other 2? Make yourself known. They never do. I call them the silent watchers. Is this Mike and the Mechanics silent running? If it isn't train, it sucks. LOL. So Ted Cook gets on here. He made up a fake name on YouTube to comment on my posts, and his screen name was Gay for Train because I would call him out on his train stuff. They're all the same crap. They're all built like shit. So I know, and I know you're kidding, Marcus. How many companies have you worked for? I'd be embarrassed to tell you. We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't have enough fingers and toes. Let's put it there. Starting a business isn't that hard though. I don't know what it's like in Texas. You probably have some tests you got to take. Here, I had to go down and take contractors tests and everything. General contractors license. I'm a general contractor too. I can do other stuff, but I choose to focus on HVAC. The tests are they're pretty. I mean, they try to trick you like any other test, you know. They try to trick you, but if you just have common sense, you'll pass them. I'm sure Texas is the same way. And then it's all about a cash grab. Give us this money. So what they did when I applied in Oregon for my contractor's license is, I paid them money, and they took the money, and as soon as I sent it in, they processed the card in like 30 seconds, and then they sat on it for 2 months, and they didn't give me my contractor's license. Isn't that bullshit? They didn't have anything to do. It's all politics. So I was sitting around waiting to get that number, because then I could be legit, be insured and everything. But I knew for a fact that they took my money, and they just like, let's make them sweat. Government. Government bureaucracy. Remember when I told you guys on my it was a short or videos, I wouldn't talk politics, and I'm not going to. I never will on this channel, because it does not it doesn't make anybody any better, especially on a YouTube channel. Why did I didn't move to Oregon. I've been Oregonian my whole life. I've worked in other places, but I was born on the other side of the mountains from here. So I didn't move here. That's where I was born. It's a beautiful place. It's a great place. But the politics on the other side of the Cascade Mountains here suck. And the largest town over here in Central Oregon is turning into that, and we're trying to stop it. Kind of like Billy. Here we go. All right, been on almost an hour. I'm going to do about 10 more minutes probably. Oregon's a great place if you go to the right parts of it. It's like every other big state, right? So you got to stay away from the big cities. Where does your family live in Oregon, Marcus? Tell me the cities, and I'll tell you what I think. The Dalles. Well, yeah, that's different there. Most likely, it's on this side of the mountains. You got some in Portland too. Actual Portland, or because people say Portland when they live in a suburb, and that can be totally different. Liberal Portland, yeah. Well, sorry to hear that. We have family close by here that are very that way too, but you can't change it. You can't change them. You can't talk any sense into them. So trying to turn Texas purple. Let's be honest. I think we're about run out here. Now we're getting into politics. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's not what That's not what this channel is going to be about, guys. It's not. I'm not going to turn it into a Mikey Pipes or a Steve Lav or a John Phillips channel. So on that note, I'm going to close this down. And on that note right there, we're going to call it a night. I'm going to go watch the Oregon Ducks, the most liberal college in America, University of Oregon, probably one of them. And you guys have a good night. I'll see you next time.